the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 13 points and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
On the court for the Heat, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Stoudemire out there with Dang. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Butler attacking. Wade against Rose. Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Outside Butler. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. No good from Gibson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21, played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Dragic dishes to Wade. And stolen by Butler. 4-on-3 break. Holiday, the pass to Butler. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. No good from Dragic.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Dragic against Rose. And it's Dragic off the drive. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. It's stolen by Rose. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists tonight. Deflects the pass. Here's Dang. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Dang's got his first points of the night.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
McDermott's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. And Miami also making a switch. Winslow's checked in for Joe Johnson. The Heat trail by 10. Dragic kicks to Richardson. On the wing, Dang. Lets the 3 fly. Miami no good on that time either. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Chicago leading by 10. To the middle, looking for Gasol. He gets it there. 17-foot shot on the way. Butler missing again.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Portis. That's Dunleavy in for Jimmy Butler. The Heat also changing it up. Stoudemire comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic.
And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. No good from Wade.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
McDermott can't get it to go.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Here's Dunleavy. Tries again, and he gets it to go. Dunleavy's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. They've got Dunleavy. Mirotic out there with Doug McDermott. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Dunleavy. Wade is covering. Dunleavy kicks to Mirotic. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Near the 3-point line, it's Dunleavy. The shot is off. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Wade, and it's blocked by Mirotic. They recover it. Winslow. And here comes the break. And Dunleavy gets it to go in. Dunleavy's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bulls. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Dwayne Wade continues Clark to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now, it's mid-range jumper heavy.
Chicago making some changes. Saul comes in for Mirotic. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for McDermott. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Richardson. Up the floor. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Johnson.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
From outside, off the mark. The Heat trail by 9. Johnson attacking. Miami no good on that time either.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And that one's good by Butler.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The offensive rebound. Here's Gasol. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Not a lot of time left in this one for the Heat. Johnson in the corner. Pulls it up. Here's Whiteside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Portis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. And Miami with a change here, too.